Alrighty, it's Friday morning. Time to go. Let me just pull up my program real quick. And we're moving. All right. Okay, let's start off with arm series. Nice and easy. With the arms, getting our 10 apiece. And from there, we got Jefferson curls rolling down nice and slow. Take your time, tuck the chin, walk out the legs. We got 3 passes. And whenever you're ready from there, sunrise, good mornings. Nice and wide. We got 3 each way. And bring it back to neutral. We got 5 squats. Your regular go-to squat. And from there, straight leg march. We get 5 each side. And from there, skinny bands. We'll start with some curls. Step inside. And we've got 15 curls. Nice and easy, just pumping the arms a little bit. And then curl it all the way up and through. We got extensions. And bring it back down to neutral. From there, we got band shoulder tees. Somewhere in the neighborhood of 5 to 10, depending on how much resistance you have with your bands. You can set the bands off to the side. After that, let's get Samson stretch. Take a knee, reach up tall, push to the ceiling, hips go forward, hips go side to side, gentle arch in the back, whatever you need to get those initial creaks and cracks out. And we're just getting 2 passes each side. From there, we'll be utilizing our trainer today, so making sure that's set up and ready to go. Let's get 15 easy push-ups. Just getting the chest and triceps going, a little bit of blood flow. Once you got about 15 or so, flip it around. Let's get trainer rows. Again, another 15. Make them easy. Relax. We'll also need a jump rope, so just sourcing that, having that on standby. Let's get 25 quick jumps. And then you can just have that handy. From there, we're going to settle into goat stretch. Let's get 2 passes each side. Settle in, make them count. Open up big. We got a pretty long conditioning sequence today. So we're going to very shortly move into our movements because we got a myriad of movements to look at. Make sure everything's looking good, feeling good. And total time for this workout is going to be about 30 minutes. Once you got your 2 passes each side, let's go back to standing. So I know where everyone's at. Let's get 5 squats. Hopefully able to settle in a little bit better. Just 5. Once you got your 5, let's get 3 squat jumps. A little hang time. Settle into your good deep squat. Accelerate. Hop into the trainer. Let's get 3 jump squats. This is going to be a backup version. As your legs fatigue, you may want that on standby. So just a good movement to have in your back pocket. The one we will be using is good old bag squat jump. So grab your bag or your object, your kettlebell, your dumbbells, whatever you have. One way or another, you're keeping it tight to the body, either in that goblet squat or glued to the shoulders here. Now let's get 3 jump squats with that object. Okay. From there, this could be trainer or a regular old push-up on the ground. Any push is fine. I'm going to go in the trainer. My chest is a little sore, so I know this is going to catch up with me. Let's get 3 1.5s. All the way down, halfway back up, all the way down, all the way back up. Try and be very deliberate with those ranges of motion. Sink the chest in nice and deep. When you push up that halfway, you're thinking elbows are just kind of pinned into the shoulders. Elbows are pinned into the rib cage. Get about 90 degrees. Just 3 of those reps, okay? And then I'm flipping it around to the greatest degree possible. You're adding difficulty to your trainer rows. Let's get 5 hard trainer rows. So this is very clearly going to be easy Harder, 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 until you really can't go any lower. Let's give that a shot. Find a deep angle. You can always make it easier as you go. So start out nice and aggressive. We'll talk reps, we'll talk sequences, just basically getting all the gear going, all that kind of stuff. Let's grab that bag one more time. We got 2 strict presses. Just getting those hands up overhead. And once you got those, we got 2 push presses. Dip and drive, add the legs. This is going to keep it moving. Make that weight a little bit lighter for you. From there, you can go ahead, set it down. Burpees. Everyone knows a burpee. Let's just get 1 burpee. Make sure you've got clearance. You're not about to kick stuff. Your ground isn't going to be sliding around. You don't have slippery stuff. Just 1 burpee. Okay, moving on down the line. Let's get a 10-second wall sit. Clear out your space. Find your flat wall. Plant your feet. Just a very quick 10-second wall sit. Flat back, knees out, arms just dangling, trying to keep them off the hips. The temptation to brace yourself is very high, so just keeping those hands neutral. Once you got 10 seconds, go ahead and come off. Okay. Next, we've got split squat jumps. I'm going to show you 2 versions. This is going to be towards the end of the workout, so you may want this other version as backup. We've got 3 possibilities. One is I do my backwards lunge, I dynamically leap, and I switch back and forth. Let's get 2 each side. You're thinking of trying to make knee contact on each one, so it's like a true blue lunge. These get pretty spicy pretty quick. Okay, that's version 1. Version 2 is take a step back, and it just turns into a lunge step back. Not dynamic, but I'm still getting that knee contact. No need to practice that. It's just regular lunge. Version 3, I'm going to be hanging out on some decent tension here, and this is going to allow me to fly through those a little bit better. So grab your trainer, get a handful of those each side. Just make sure you got space. Make sure the length of your trainer is fine. And that might be some saving grace there towards the end. This is going to be at like minute 26. Legs already cooked. Should be very helpful. And finally, we've got a double push-up burpee. So let's get 1 double push-up burpee. All the way down, and then sneak in an extra push-up. I come back up, get my jump and a clap. That's it. Okay. We got all our movements. Let's talk about times and reps and all this kind of stuff. I don't expect everyone to memorize these things, but we do have some built-in rest. We'll all be on the same clock. So if you get lost somewhere along the way, or like, wait, what are we doing next? Don't worry, I'm there with you. Okay. We've got 3 parts. Each part has 2 minutes rest in between. First part, 10 bag squat jumps. I've got my bag, I squat, and I jump. That could be without the bag, just a regular body weight squat jump. Totally fine. That could be in the trainer for a squat jump. All totally fine. From there, I've got that 1.5 push-up, all the way down, halfway, all the way down, all the way back up. We're getting 8 of those and then 10 trainer rows. So that will be part 1. 6 minutes, cycle, cycle, cycle. You might get through 4 rounds of that. Cool. We're going to be working towards 2 minutes rest. So a decent amount of time, decompress, get your nasal breathing, allow that heart rate to settle. Then we go into the next part. On a 2-minute clock, you're doing 12 burpees and then as many bag push presses as possible. So I crank out my 12 burpees. I come up, grab my bag, boom. Let's say I've got 45 seconds and I'm just cranking away until time expires. Got a minute rest, and then I'm doing that backwards. I've got a 2-minute clock. I've got a 30 bag push press and the remainder of time burpees. You're thinking about your buy-in is about a minute and then your max reps is about a minute. I'm going through this relatively quick. I know, totally fine. We'll be in lockstep. From there, you have a minute rest. We're going to go through that sequence twice. Okay, that's part 2. Part 3 is one final sequence for time, 2 minutes of jump rope, 2 minutes of wall sit, 50 split squat jumps. So that was these guys once again, and then 10 double push-up burpees. Okay. Let's take a minute. I'm just going to holler out all the tools, make sure you got everything you need, and then we'll go here shortly. It's going to be a long one. We'll have a nice amount of time to stretch at the end. You need a bag. You need a trainer. someplace to do push-ups, someplace to do burpees. You need a bag for your push press. You need a jump rope, a wall. Trainer is going to be helpful for multiple things. And in general, just some space to do some squats and some burpees and things like that. Okay. We're going in 30 seconds. Finishing touches. Get your last items together. What you will need for now is your bag and your trainer. I'm going to kind of like jump off the side here just so I've got plenty of room for my trainer. Okay, 10 bag squat jumps, 8 1.5 push-ups, 10 trainer rows going in 10 seconds. And we're going in 3, 2, 1, and here we go. 10 bag squat jumps. Nice deep squat. Accelerate. Get a bit of hang time. From there, you got 1.5 push-ups for 8 reps. Settle in nice and deep, come up halfway. Settle in nice and deep once again. Come up all the way, 8 reps. From there, you're flipping it around, getting your trainer rows. 10 trainer rows. Try to settle into those trainer rows as deep as you can. You can always walk it back. Try to make it difficult to start with. See if you can get your back parallel to the ground. And once you're done there, back to the beginning. 10 bag squat jumps. We're 1 minute in. Can you get through 3 approaching 4 rounds? Woo! Starting to feel those legs already. Modify as needed. It's a long one. Two minutes in. We're always working towards some rest. So push it a little harder than you want to, because you're going to have an opportunity to cool it back down. And recover. Three minutes in, halfway. Okay. Closing in on 4 minutes. Yay! All right. Getting that Friday off to a good start. About 90 seconds. Keep pushing, keep pushing. Got 2 minutes rest coming up. Chance to recover. Chance to settle back that heart rate. 1 minute to go. Woo. Last 30 seconds. Keep moving. Keep that hustle alive. 2 minutes rest is going to feel like a nice long time. Let everything cool back down. And 2, 1, and rest. Nasal breathing. As soon as you can. Walk around. Take a little mini lap. So next one, equipment. You'll need your bag once again. And that's it. A bag and burpees. So we've got 2 times through this 2-part sequence. 2-minute clock, 12 burpees. So when the timer starts in 1 minute here, you got 12 burpees in front of you. That's your buy-in. Knock those out, grab your bag, and you're cranking away. Let's say you finish your 12 burpees in a minute. Cool, you got a minute. Once that 2-minute clock is up, we have a minute rest. So these are like short sprint intervals. Another 2-minute clock, now you're switching to the bag. You got 30 up overhead, and then the remainder of time is burpees. Same thing, takes you a minute. Cool, you got a minute to do burpees. Minute rest, let me go back to the top, do it again. In 30 seconds. Again, we'll all be on the same clock, so all you gotta do is follow my lead, and it will start with burpees. 12 of them. 15 seconds. We've got a 2-minute clock. Trying to crank these out. Once again, we're working towards rest. That 12 burpees starts. 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Regular old burpee, nothing fancy, just getting all the way flat down to the ground. Come up, get that jump in a flat. Once you got your 12 burpees, you're grabbing your object, you're cranking them out. We got about a minute on these push presses. We do have rest right at the end of this. So all you gotta do is hang in there for 50 more seconds. minute rest coming up in 30. Keep cranking away. Fifteen seconds. Oh. Shoulders are smoking. And 2, 1. Okay. 1 minute. Next sequence, we're going to pick the bag up. We're going to get 30 bag push press in a row. And then that remainder of time becomes burpees. We'll rest for another minute after that and then go back to the top. Your goal, naturally, is have each one last about a minute. So crank through those initial movements. Give yourself a minute to get the second one. Going to about 20. All right, heading over to your bag or outside object. 30 reps to start it off. The remainder of time is burpees. And we're going in 3, 2, 1. Here we go, cranking out 30. Whew. All right. Oh boy, that was way too fast. Now I got all these burpees to do. Minute 20. To get in what you can for burpees. Try and find a pace and stick with it for another minute. The goal, to get to that 12 mark. We got another minute rest coming up after this. Thirty seconds. Fifteen seconds. You got time for 3 more burpees. 10. 5. And 2, 1. 1 minute. We're going back to the top. 2-minute clock, 12 burpee buy-in. Burpee buy-in. The rest of the time is push press. Once again, seeing if you can get a minute and a minute for each movement. All right, back to burpees in 10. Nice deep burpees, settle down to the ground, come back up, get tall, starting with 12 and 2, 1. Here we go. Once you got your 12, grab that bag, you're cranking away. Woo, 1 minute. Oh man. Woo. 30 seconds. Oh man. Shoulders are gassed. Oh man. 15. 10. Oh. And 2, 1. 1 minute. All right. We're doing that one last time. Starting with our push press once again. 30. Remainder of time is burpees. Y'all are looking good. I like the hustle. Constant movement, that's what we're trying to do. Pack in a lot of volume and movements into these short little sprint intervals. Going in 15. Starting with your 30 reps. Bag, kettlebell, whatever you have. In 5. Grab your object. Going in 2, 1. Here we go. Oh. Yowza. Minute 15. Burpees. Finding it harder and harder to get up off the ground. Ish. "45 seconds. And then after this one, 2 minutes rest. Let everything settle down in order to approach our final sequence. Almost there. Keep hustling. 20 seconds. Last burpee. And 2, 1, and rest. And there's breathing. One sequence to go. It's going to start with jump rope. So we're grabbing that jump rope now. Two minutes jump rope. We'll all be on the same clock. 2 minutes of wall sit. We'll all be on the same clock. The final bit is 50 split squat jumps Once again, that is this guy or this or trainers and getting a little modification there. 2-minute jump rope, 2-minute wall sit, 50 split squat jumps, 25 each side. And then 10 double push-up burpees to finish it off. 40 seconds. All right, grab your jump rope. We're going to 15. 2 minutes of sustained effort. Find a rhythm, hang with it. Going in. 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Jumping rope, very helpful. Just pick a spot on the wall and stare at it. Tends to help keep everything smooth and focused. One minute in. Thirty seconds. Keep jumping. Keep that rhythm. No, my shoe came untied. Ah. Ah. Can I power through it? Yeesh. 5 seconds. 2, 1. Let's find that wall sit. Settle in. Flat feet, flat backs. Okay. Drive the knees out. Hands off the hips. 30 seconds. In. I'm not gonna lie. This third movement, split squat jumps, it's right there for a reason. The jump rope, the wall sit, pre-fatiguing those legs. So if you stumble out of here, you got Bambi legs, just find a way to make it work. Hop into that trainer, do reverse step lunges. Start just 2 at a time. We got 1 more minute. Better to inch your way up the wall than to come off the wall completely. You can see I'm not completely parallel. I'm just trying to hang on for dear life. "30 seconds. Hang in there. Squeeze the butt. Stay active. "15. All right, we got 50 split squat jumps followed by 10 double push-up burpee to finish it off. We'll be on our own count. We're just mowing through it, trying to get it done. In 3, 2, 1, come off the wall. Cool, baby. Trying to get something going. Trying to get that knee tap each and every time. Settle in, commit to that depth. Whew. Oh boy. Ah. Strong legs. Strong legs. Okay. Whoa. Oh boy. 10 double push-up burpees to finish it off. And then you are all done. Ah. Oh man. Nice job, Janet. Nice job, Christine. Well done. Here we go, Karen. Finish it up. Last couple reps. Fantastic. All right, let's find a pigeon pose. We got a good amount of time to make use of all this blood flow and open space. Hang out here a minute. Nasal breathing as well. Switch to the other side. Okay. And relax from there. Take a seat. Hands go back behind you. And move those shoulders a bit. Palms are flat. Scooch the hips forward. Try and touch your shoulder blades together. Open up the front of the shoulder into the chest. Just scooch until you don't have any more room. Go hang out 30 seconds. From there, we're going to go back, kick the feet up over, try and keep locked out legs, point the toes, just a little gentle rounding across the posterior chain. And let's come back up. Same thing, but from attacking a slightly different angle. Tuck the chin, reach with the arms. Try to settle in. Now let's go back one more time. And coming up one more time. Nice long arms, heavy head, heavy chin. From there, we're going to go toes pointed back, sitting on the heels, and just try and take a seat. You're thinking kind of like, I'm doing martial arts, sitting, kind of bowing to the sensei kind of thing, toes back, directly on the heels. From there, I'm going to come up, widen out the knees, and sit back once again. Slightly different angle, slightly different emphasis on the hips, on the ankles. We're going to come up one more time, going as wide as you can without pulling your own femur out of the socket, and try and settle back onto the heels. If you could point your knees 180 degrees, that would be the goal. From there, let's go back up to standing. We got one Jefferson curl, 10 seconds down, as slow as you can. Tuck the chin, heavy arms, locked out legs. 10 seconds down, 10-second hold, 10-second back up, just one pass. From there, let's grab the trainer. We're going wide. Open up the chest, biceps to the ceiling. Let that chest fall forward. I don't want my hands to be high or low. Turning myself into a T. Trying to keep the elbows locked out, the abs tight. Just let that tension drift into the chest and shoulders. Walk it back. Hands now push out in front of you. Try to drop the chest and the chin down. Get into the lats. Push the hips back, find an angle where you can drop the chest. Get into the lats. Keep the abs tight. Let's stand back up one more time. Now the hands drop low, walk it forward. They're gonna rise up behind you. Arms are long, biceps down to the ground. Standing tall, squeezing the shoulder blades back behind you. And relax. All right. Well done. Nice, long, spicy workout to start your Friday. Y'all did fantastic. Keep it moving. Well done. Take care, everybody. See y'all next week. Have a nice weekend.